I'm so stuffed I can't eat another bit of beetroot. Paul's on legs, Rachel's on legs, Sadie's on legs, is Brandon on legs as well? Spoon.
Where did you find this?
I went into like where they sell squashes. I'm so stuffed I can't eat another bit of beetroot, honestly. But drinking it is quite tasty.
And what's for din-dins?
We got some chicken and rice from my good friends at Nutri Gorilla. VJ's just put together, real basic, just beans, rice, chicken, and then some pineapple to run it down with. Sold on there as well, Jed. I started a new mesocycle being like a block phase of training. I'm in a massing phase, one would say. So, had a deload last week because I was tired, fatigued, my appetite was rubbish. Didn't even want to train, so took the week off, and then we started back up last Wednesday. So this is the second rotation of this block now. So I've got a note of all my weights I did last week. Ideally we're trying to make some level of progression. What progression that will be, either a 1 to 2 rep range progression or a 1 to 3% load increase. Look at that.
Oh, for goodness sake.
That's going to be all over YouTube. Sunny D, mate. Remember that?
It got banned, didn't it?
Yeah, what? Too much sugar? Yeah. This is just an EAA, amino acids, electrolytes, peptides are proteins. It's going to help increase muscle protein synthesis. For people who drink amino acids through the day, it's just literally pointless, because every time you ingest protein, you are starting that muscle protein synthesis. So if you're constantly driving that all day long, you're not going to get those peaks and troughs where you are going to find the main kind of anabolism of muscle protein synthesis. And with the combination of carbohydrates, so like your pre-workout meal, your post-workout meal, and your intra-workout, you get those peaks and troughs of muscle protein synthesis driving into the body that's going to help anabolism. So don't bother drinking it through the day. In here we got some carbohydrates. Carbs are in. I'm not going to take a pre-workout because I'm absolutely stuffed, and the beetroot is going to be flowing nicely. Are you happy with the 80s staying on?
Yeah.
Because I am. Oh, is that why, do you reckon? No, but do you reckon that's why he started all the CrossFit stuff?
Yeah. He said he'd been.
Basically, you should have been a gladiator.
Well, I applied.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I applied in 2008 as well.
Yeah.
So he's been supplement free since October.
What, to prove that he can go
Because
on the show or something?
no, when you sign up
Yeah.
on the application form, it says we don't condone PEDs or
Sure.
So obviously he's
He's on TRT.
he has to be.
Yeah, he's on replacement therapy days. So you won't get short. See a lot of people do this exercise wrong. They like flap all the way out, elbows swinging everywhere, trying to pin the elbow. And we kind of work along this kind of scapular plane, working through the fibers of the rear. Infraspinatus is what we're targeting here. The movement is very, very soft. It's slow. It's not very big muscle, it's not very strong muscle, but it's going to help stabilize my shoulder joint when I do some pressing. That's nice. I like that. That really helps me bring my chest nice and high. One of the problems I have when I train, like any pushing movements, is I have the tendency of internally rotating my shoulder, and then it just pisses it off. So having this bench, particularly lifting that lumbar, it's a nice reminder to keep my T-spine nice and high and elevated when I'm doing any kind of incline work, and it just keep it in my upper pecs. Nice. What would you like?
The dream.
What is the dream?
I don't actually have a specific dream. No. That is not my dream.
The Range Rover.
No. Happiness.
Everyone deserves happiness, right?
Respect.
Everyone deserves happiness and respect. That's all there is to it. That's it, though, isn't it?
Question for you, boss.
I get it's my baby.
How do you know when you're ready for the first working set?
Good question. I don't time my rest periods. I go by when I feel ready, because essentially I want to put 100% into that movement. If I don't feel like I can give 100% in that moment in time, I rest longer. I have some more hydration. I relax. I go socialise for 30 seconds until I'm ready to go for that. I think we should think about our warm-ups more for a purpose of movement rather than warming the muscle of the target area. So we're just getting into good posture, getting in position, making sure we're all set up, ready. Then when we do get there, we can go for it. But I'm taking my time with it. I'm not rushing. I'm not rushing my workout. I'm just going to keep adding weight until I'm close or nearby my last week's working weight, and then I'm going to decide where I move forward there. I'm trying not to rely on wrist wraps, elbow sleeves. You know, I want to lift true weight and then progress with true weight. So, and previously having used them, I end up just fucking up my shoulder or hurting my elbows, building tendonitis in areas that are just not needed. Obviously, like when you're building muscle, the tendons, the attachments, ligaments, they need to, you know, hold that new tissue. If they aren't doing their job, they're going to get pissed off, they're going to aggravate, they're going to cause pain and discomfort. So yeah, I'm just preventing that by just not using them really and just lifting true weight. My head was going to blow up then. Ooh, and breathe. Oh, that was nice. That was good.
So is that an increase on last week?
That was a load progression. The previous weight felt good. Felt good. So I took a load progression there. So yeah, happy with that. Obviously, as I said, this is the second week off a deload, so we should start to see a nice escalation in load and all reps. So yeah, progress, mate. Let's exercise in. Let's see how we do by the end of the workout.
I can see some shreds coming through there.
One day, mate. One day. The aim of these blocks is to escalate volume weekly. No! Oh, that was good. Right. We're training. Training? Their legs. My man. Right, 2 sets of pec deck coming up now, Jed. So we've done our compound. We're gonna hit isolation. I've got the D handles on. Purely for comfort, mate. Bit more movement. I can dictate where my hands go. I'm effectively just trying to get the best position so I can activate my chest. What I'm doing then is, when I'm coming back, I'm pinching my shoulder blades back, because what that's going to do is going to draw my arms back, my humerus back, kind of elongate my chest even wider, so I can really find those insertion points at the top of my delt in the humerus. Then I can wrap that round. So I'm really expanding my rib cage. You alright? Good day?
Solid.
Solid. Yeah, that's it.
I was here this morning.
Yeah.
But I sorted out some bits.
Sorted out some bits. What bits?
Social media, running, client programs.
Solid. Living the dream, eh?
Living the dream.
Jed's with us today. What are you training? You gonna do legs as well, mate? Who?
Paul.
Paul's on legs. Rachel's on legs. Sadie's on legs. Is Brandon on legs as well? Steve Winwood.
Steve Winwood, please. You know Winwood? Come on. Use the power of the Winwood. Come on.
I'm not going to get arrogant. I'm going to keep the same weight.
Where's my wife? Who'll be my role model? Now that my role model is gone.
13. That's good. I do like that exercise. It's really nice. Pushes the shoulder like really high into the capsule, stabilizes that humerus, and then we can go through some really nice connection, top tier tricep movement. It's funny, I was having a conversation with a client the other day. We live in a world of cuffs and daisy chains, making things more optimal, and yet really the main focus we need to think here is, rather than make things more optimal so we can lift more weight, you know, add more load to the bar, why don't we make the exercise harder and actually go back to using dumbbells, go back to using barbells, where there are levels of instability. You know, holding a cuff, having a cuff raise at your elbow feels great, but why not make it harder by bringing the cuff down here, or even holding a dumbbell? You know, it's like a regression, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we're creating more torque, you know, because the dumbbell is going to be a lot heavier in our hand than it is in our elbow. It's a kind of backwards approach, isn't it? We live in this society that we're trying to make things easier to put more load on the bar, but why not just go back to making the exercise as hard as possible? Oh man, jeez, got sweat down my back. First time this year, Jen. I just did the same. I actually did the same arm twice. So
Does that now mean
extra gains.
it's going to be bigger than the other arm?
No, I don't think so. By curling, usually you kind of come back here and curl, but I'm keeping the belly of the muscle under tension. I'm not allowing it to go through the tendons. So by standing in front, leveling up the cable with my bicep, I'm focusing the tension on the belly of the muscle. I'm not stretching out through the tendons. Another low progression. Should have checked before I did that. So I've just done 15 reps then. I'm going to do a rep match on my next set. So what that is I'm going to get 15 reps again using the same weight, but I'm unlikely going to do it in one go because end of the workout, fatigue. So I'm going to take very, very small breaks, like a mini cluster, to get to 15. I'm tired, but good session. I enjoyed it.
How long do you eat? How long do you take after a workout before you eat again?
Can you imagine, like, training is a build-up of oxidative stress. So your body is in like a very high state of sympathetic demand. There's a lot of stress circulating around your body, so I don't tend to eat straight away. I need to give my body at least 30-40 minutes before I even think about putting food. And that's purely based because my body is in a very heightened state right now. I need to recover, I need to calm down. So I'll probably get some steps in after this, just walk, bring my body temperature down. So yeah, but that whole like window, there is to a certain degree, there is a window, but the second I start eating again, that whole muscle protein synthesis action starts up again, so it doesn't really matter, mate, to be honest.